So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
And result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
At the 42-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 43-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It brings up 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
He's taken down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play fake. Mayfield steps away to his left. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
On the keeper.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. and 1. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the right hash, this from 48. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2? Win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1 at the 30.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
To Nick Chubb.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it.
No, I'm just saying.
That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
3 on the play.
Only 3 there on the pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Mayfield on first down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Rashard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the 33-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
I say he was just in the kitchen.
Deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good
Out.
There, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Huh. It is.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty.
Straight pick.
There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Yeah, he 1 for 7. He got 9 yards and 3 picks.
It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Landry now on the return. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
Told that thing.
But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
A gain of 6.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll go as just a 15-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0.
You know it's hard. They're being a wildcat out.
Still too early.
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure they stay positive.
I will kill him.
But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that is incomplete. A lot
for
of
8.
force
You need to
bearing
quit.
down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, that's my pig.
It will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th
It hit
down.
hard.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Browns.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Going deep here for Landry. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Damn, I threw another pick.
That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works in past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Derrick Henry, the
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown. Season, and the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Browns 14, Titans 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 6-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 27, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull
that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to
have.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward.
Three picks for my guy.
These guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I got 6, but Denzel Ward got 3 of them.
They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels
you know
that
I'm picking
way,
shit
and I
off,
think they're
man.
going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Third down.
Here's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Odell out of there.
It's caught inside the 25. And all
Odell out of there.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 78 yards.
He
And
hit
the
over
Browns
1,000
are
yards
gonna tack on to
for the
their
season.
advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28. Titans.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
The 3rd quarter with the score Browns 28, Titans 7.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
8-yard pickup.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He was taken down.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter.
7 picks for me, dude.
He stopped immediately there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 16-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game. And that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
15 yards on the play, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Is good.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah,
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
That's caught at the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
At the Browns' 4-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Joseph now to have the PAT. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,